Okay, tables and chairs, episode 5. You
I
said
think.
5. You think?
I
Who do you
don't know.
think? 5, 6. I don't know. It's episode something. It's
I
episode.
just took a logical guess.
It's episode after the last.
Yes.
Yep. Worst common advice on timdenning.com. Does that sound like a plan?
Okay.
Okay.
What's the first one? I can't see the list.
Boys don't cry. That's it. That's the first one on the list.
I say that depends on. I mean, we're both boys.
It depends on the dude.
Yeah.
Because if it's like some guy on, I don't know, some guy on something, he probably wouldn't be all too scared or to cry.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of people that have something in their bathroom mirror, medicine cabinets.
We just got a bunch of soap really in the downstairs one.
Soap
Yeah.
in the money cabinet.
The money cabinet?
Not money cabinet. Sorry, I'm reading this. It's the medicine cabinet, not the soap cabinet. But
Yeah, we have in the medicine cabinet. It's not in the bathroom.
Oh, is it
It's
just in the hallway?
No.
In the basement?
No.
Bedroom, living room.
It's in the kitchen. So basically, right next to the refrigerator.
So it's just a cupboard.
In the middle of the refrigerator and the microwave.
Yeah.
Something like this, or like elevator or whatever. So there's like a tall, like thingy you can pull open.
Does it open like a normal cupboard, or is it like one big door?
But it's not very. It's just tall. It's not very wide.
Oh.
Yeah, and
well,
it's way up there, so I can only reach the bottom one. So I have to reach really.
That's what you would call a liquor cabinet?
Well, why do we have all our pills and medicine in there?
That's usually what you would put liquor in. My house has one of those too, above the stove, and it's really high up. And
our microwave is right above the stove.
I'm like.
I hate it when it does that. Doing that 2 days ago as well.
It's working now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Just had a little bit of technical difficulties.
I think it just cut out everything.
Yeah, I think so. Probably.
We were talking about medicine cabinets.
Yep, medicine cabinets and liquor and feet, but that's irrelevant. Anywho, like foot measurements, not actual feet. It's supposed to be funny. Second one on this list of most common advice that isn't good ever is money isn't everything. Yeah, it is. Money is everything.
Yes.
You ever...
Until you get into the super duper specific.
Well, yeah, you can go without food. You can eat your fingers.
The fingers cost money.
Fixing them would, but I mean, like, if you're hungry enough, you wouldn't really care about fixing them, would you? But yeah, that's my thought process in terms of that. But money isn't everything. You ever listen to the Beatles? All you need is love. No, it's not.
You need a lot more than love.
You need a lot more than that. Specifically, money. Because if you don't have money, you can't have everything else. So, I mean, you can have a life, but you're not going to have much of one.
You're dead.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, unless you suffer and become a beggar, but, not a lot of people want to be a beggar or a squatter,
Yeah.
That is what it is. Next one, quit your job. Okay.
Only if it's very bad.
Yeah. Like say you're colored and somebody is making fun of you for being colored, then you should probably, not quit it, but go to like your manager or your supervisor and be like, this person's not good, so then they can like figure things out.
Yeah.
This website does give good advice, though. The first thing it says is hell no to this listing. That's pretty good. Build a side hustle first. That's actually really good. That's good advice. Next one. Get a good job.
Well,
I mean,
I don't know what's wrong with that.
Me neither.
Getting a good job is a good thing. Like that's good advice.
According to the statistics, you'll never reach financial freedom if you do.
Maybe.
Jobs are where you go to learn and grow. Take advantage of them, use and abuse your boss, and milk him for everything he's worth. But don't expect a good job to free you. Don't expect a job to bring happiness or give you control of your time. Even the best job can turn into a nightmare. That's good advice. I don't really know about milking your boss, but
Yeah,
according
I
to
don't know how that. I don't know how that
according
even. How did we get to it?
according to Tim Denning, that's good advice. I mean, it is. It is.
Wait, are we on the good advice now or bad advice? We're still on bad advice, right?
Yeah, it's still bad advice. I believe it is. There's like bits of good advice put in here. Go to college. No, thank you.
Only if your job.
Not in a million years, unless you seek to be a doctor, engineer, or lawyer. Tim Denning says.
Forgot about pilot.
And pilot too, yeah. And pretty much everything else that involves heavy machinery, yeah. So that's pretty important.
Yeah.
I would say that's pretty important.
It's very annoying when you're in it, but
The next line.
done,
The next line. College is so damn expensive, it's ridiculous.
I think that's kind of true.
It is. It's very much true.
Like, come on, it's just harder stuff. I mean, I heard, but like I heard from several people just randomly. I don't even know the guys. They're like, yeah, you can just get up and get out of class whenever you need to.
No, you can't.
Well, I heard from like 2 people on the internet.
Well, the internet, not everything on the internet is true. Those people that you heard on the internet talking about how you can just get up and
I don't know.
Just get up and leave college classes. That's
Well, no, I think it's only if
if you're like throwing up.
I think it was because of tests, like when you're done,
Oh, that is true. I believe. I
Yeah,
believe that is true.
yeah.
Like if there's like a really important test, you can just get up and leave, or during
like when it's done or whatever.
Yeah, like when it's done or when you're done with it.
You don't gotta be in the middle of class. So, teacher, so what's the answer? Can I go to the bathroom?
Yeah, you can
What
just
an
go.
answer.
I mean,
I think it'd be a lot easier just to do that, but
if you're not done with it, you would obviously need to.
I mean, if you really gotta go.
Yeah, well, then you gotta
really
ask.
Gotta go.
I mean, like even here at the junior high school, if you really, really gotta go, don't bother to raise your hand because that teacher is not going to call on you right away. It's going to be a little bit because they're teaching. So you gotta wait.
You know what I do?
But if you like really, it's really moving, you just leave. You gotta go.
I mean, there's been times that I've been in this situation. I
threw up on my teacher once. You know the funny thing? They didn't send me.
One time I really had to go. It was a really long time ago. I really had to go to the bathroom. I asked the teacher.
She said no.
And guess what happened? I ended up pissing myself.
Oh. In front of the whole class? You know what's even more embarrassing? When you're in school, right? This has happened to me more than once. And you're having an unfortunate bowel movement that day. And you spend 15 minutes in the bathroom. First 15 minutes of class.
Oh,
and you don't have a tardy pass. Because if you get just one more tardy pass, you're going to get a 3-hour detention on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm
Now, I don't want to do that, so I would like to be there for the first 15 minutes of class.
Because you're out of pass. They limit the passes. So I limit the amount of times I go to the bathroom. Whenever I do, I always make, I don't know, I usually only manage my time.
Go between classes.
Yeah, I do. If I gotta go, like it's only if it's really bad. And I struggle. And I really gotta go. Like if I think about anything when I gotta go,
you gotta do it.
It just gets crazy, and I have to. That's what I'm doing. And yeah, it's just super annoying. And it's like a lot more if I'm on the iPad. And guess what? Well, to get a pass, you have to go on the iPad and press the buttons.
Oh. So then you're sitting there doing the PP dance. Struggling.
Literally shaking, trembling. You're putting in your password and typing.
Putting in a password and typing.
It makes it all worse.
Scrolling through the big, massive
of every single
teacher just to select the one that's on the bottom of the list. Then you got to type in and then select where you got to go, and then by the time that you're done with it, you already got pee pooling under you because it takes so long.
Yeah.
I mean, that hasn't happened to me. Thank you. But
it's happened to me.
It has.
Yeah, those passes are the worst.
It has happened to you.
Yes.
You pissed yourself.
Yes.
Recently.
I mean, it depends on what recently means.
Recently is like the past 2 or 3 years.
I'm not sure if I actually did, but I think I got.
I need to know.
What?
Anywho.
Yeah, let's stop talking about.
Yeah, let's stop talking about that. Yeah. The next one. Follow your passion. What does that even mean? Yeah. What does passion look like? Says Tim Denning.
Yeah, I mean like. What does that look like?
Whatever you want, I guess. But why would you do whatever you want if you could do what would be best for you? Like, that's how I'm perceiving it. I'm not going to read it straight from this for obvious reasons, but, like, following your passion is what everybody wants to do. Obviously, they want to do what they want to do and not what they need to do. Like you playing Roblox instead of doing your chores, or doing a live stream instead of taking the trash out. That's a good example.
Well, I mean,
you gotta take the trash out, but you don't want to. You just want to do a live stream. That's what I'm thinking with your passion is.
Usually it's like I'm anxious about the entire school day. I'm going to the entire school day like, damn, I want to be at home. I like really wanted to do that.
Exactly. I'm the same way. Like, I'll just be going through school and I'd be in third hour and I was like, dang, it's third hour already? Can it just be over now? And then, like, I'll go to fourth hour and, like, oh, God, I probably smell weird. I haven't put deodorant on in a little while. I probably stink. I gotta get home. And then I thought, nobody complains. Nobody looks funny. Nobody does anything. But,
it's on my mind all day. Like, from the second I think of the idea, I'm thinking about it. I'm like,
you do.
How good of an idea is this? Can I actually do this?
You do. Is that the only thing that goes through your mind when you're at school?
A lot of things.
You just at school.
My mind it's literally
broken.
Like, broken and teleporting everywhere. Like,
well, not broken, but shattered. It's like that whole like shower thoughts meme that's been going around, where it's like when you break a mirror, you don't actually break it, you just multiply it or something like that. That's what your mind is like. Like, you have shattered your mind, and it's like a mirror. So there's like 10 more minds, and they're all like firing off something completely different all at the same time.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Also known as ADHD, but that's irrelevant.
Well, I do have ADHD.
So do I. I have many other things too, but that's not irrelevant. Or that's not relevant. Yeah. I like that word if you can't tell. Any hoozles. Yeah, follow your passion to a T. Not to a T, to a point. To a point. Yeah. To the other side of the T, to the butt end of the T. Because if you follow your passion perfectly, you're not gonna be good, like, you're not gonna be suited for what you need. Treat it like it's your own business, says the next one. If you hear this phrase, run 1,000,000 miles, says Tim Denning. This is what manipulators use to lure you into games that make them rich, says Tim Denning. And he also apparently once got a job at a bank in a new department. On day 2, the boss said, treat this department like your own business. I got $1,000 extra per year following his advice and worked myself into the ground. Okay, sure. That's a bit of a different. That's a lot different. Okay, so we may or may not skip those ones. May or may not. But I don't like. Yeah, you should treat it like it's your own business. Well, say you're working in like an office job. If it's like an office job, which nobody wants, but a lot of people have for some reason, treat your work like your own business. Don't treat everything like your own business.
Yes.
Like your own bit. Like, say you have one specific task each day, like organize files or create this piece if you work in like manufacturing. Consider that its own business that you yourself are running. So that as you yourself are running it, you're viewing what you're doing as just one single business, not working for a bigger business.
Yeah.
Because then you can focus on that, not worry about, oh, well, this guy's going to do that, and that guy's going to do that. You know, all this stuff is not important to me, but I'm going to keep worrying about it anyways. So you're not like that. You know, that's my
viewpoint. Yeah, that's just going mentally insane.
Pretty much, yeah. Not mentally insane, but paranoia is what that would be. Because you're thinking like, oh, well, this guy's going to do it better than what I'm doing, even though he's doing something completely different, but I'm still going to worry about it because I'm scared of everything. That's pretty much paranoia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Anywho, get married, says Tim Denning. As a newly married man, I can openly say that this isn't the right choice for everyone, says Tim Denning. Marriage equals hard work, says Tim Denning. An engagement ring. Exactly. An engagement ring and an overpriced wedding doesn't produce happy ever after couples that create amazing romance novels, says Tim Denning from timdenning.com. Huh. Don't get married. No, you're just gonna end up doing everything. That's what guys do. Girls make food and pat on the kids' backs when they throw up. Dudes do everything else. Have a kid, says Tim Denning. Children aren't for everyone, Tim Denning says. Yeah, I agree. Yep. There is like a lot of children being born each day, so hold on, I'll Google it. Kids get born each day? Question mark. 385,000 babies are born each day around the world. That equals to 140 million babies a year. Okay, yeah, don't do that, please. There's enough people. All of them are stupid, so you know.
There's enough babies.
There's enough babies. There's enough people. Good Lord. There's enough people, and 95% of them are stupid, and the other 5% are like, well, no, like the next 3% are all aliens, and the 1% is normal people. That 3% being aliens is the U.S. government, as previously stated in a past episode. So, you know.
Watch me in the middle of my own business and the FBI kicks on my door.
You're just at home. You're perfectly fine.
FBI! You figured out the secret!
FBI!
Pretty much, yeah. So, don't have children. Own a home, aka get into a boatload of debt, says Tim Denning.
Well, I mean, you kind of need shelter.
Yeah, but a cardboard box works fine. Next, work hard. Hard work isn't enough, says Tim Denning. You can be busting your... I won't say that one, but doing the wrong thing. Working smarter is being self-aware. It's thinking deeply about what you're doing with your life and checking in regularly. It's about iterating everything and experimenting to find what work makes sense. Agreement. Yeah.
Well, in my ways, like
You
with the
should
word problems, I inspect each
word
phrase or whatever.
problems.
Yeah, like math.
I suppose.
Sometimes if they're worded right,
You got 8 minutes, by the way.
you can make the problem irrelevant if it's worded just right.
Yeah.
I did that once.
Yeah. I mean, you should work hard. Obviously, you got to work to what you want and to work to what you need. But hard work can be enough if you're doing the right thing. So I kind of half agree with Tim Denning here. But
Yeah.
busting your dollar sign, but doing the wrong thing, that would do that would do you over. Obviously,
it's making you money. But
it's making you money, but you're not doing what you need to.
Yeah.
Well, doing what you need to make money, but not doing what you need to grow. That's how I'm taking that. Don't question your boss in a meeting.
Objection.
Objection.
What if he says something really weird?
What if he says something really weird or really wrong?
Or really stupid?
Or really stupid, that too. And he's like, let's spend $130 million in something we don't need, like the school and all the TVs that they have hanging in the hallways for no reason.
They had projectors and stuff. Those did the work. Those did the job just fine. Did they not?
They worked perfectly fine, but the hip with the kids, they had to get TVs and iPads and get new iPads in a week. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous, I say.
Only if those iPads are better than these.
I mean, the camera quality is probably going to be better. The storage is probably going to be the same. It's still going to be monitored, obviously. There's not going to be a home button, a piece of junk. But
I have defenses
whatever.
against, monitoring in classroom, as you know.
Yep.
I can rickroll the teachers with one of them.
That's irrelevant, though, so we're not going to focus on that. We're going to pretend like you don't have that. Anywho, don't question your boss in a meeting. Don't question your boss in a meeting unless you know that he knows what he's doing. Which he most likely doesn't, because most people don't. But we have no clue what we're doing. We're posting our voices onto a social media platform for 3 people to listen to. We don't think about much anything at all.
Well, because I sometimes listen to it.
Yeah, I mean,
occasionally.
Yeah. Next. Side hustles are stupid. No. Goof off and watch Netflix then. See where that gets you, says Tim Denning. That's good. Side hustles are very much not stupid. That for a good. Yeah, no. But you remember not first, but the beginning of second quarter-ish, I started that drawing business and I did drawing commissions for people.
Yeah.
The flyers are still up in a couple places. I've only really gotten one in the past 2 semesters, but I made $50 off of it. What did I go and do? I went out and bought it on toys, but it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is side hustles can get you places, and it would be smarter for me to save that $55, but I didn't, so here we are. Side hustles are not stupid. If you have the ability to do a side hustle and it's not that intrusive to other people doing side hustles or full-on businesses, side hustle away. It's a great thing to do.
Yeah, mine hasn't made. It's made 1 quarter.
Seriously?
Yes, off of a pen cap.
Weren't she inspired by me? Didn't she slightly admit that, or at least I gave you the idea?
Yeah, and just sell some things.
Yeah, become an influencer is the next one. Is the next bad advice. Yeah, become an influencer. Influencer is the people online that don't know what they're doing and have about 50 different collaborations with a shoe brand that makes no money. Exactly. Have you seen the lie these jokers live? It's a nightmare. Says Tim Denning. Follow experienced people. Yep. Often all they know is how to do the same skill. That takes 1 year to learn and do it over and over every year and call it a career. Experience is overrated, says career is.
Yeah.
One thing over and over every year is a career. With most careers, yep. I mean, you should follow experienced people. If you tag along with an experienced person in something that you're trying to do, that's great for you because then you can take experience from them and, build onto your own experience, however little that may be. We have 3 minutes, by the way.
It's fine.
Yeah. So, think about how others respond. Yes, that's good advice. What are you talking about, Tim Denning? Screw that. Creatives have so much fear. Whatever the worst case scenario is you can think of, it's total BS. Huh? Sometimes, I mean, if you do something really stupid, then, they're gonna react like you did something really stupid, but quite frankly, thinking about how others respond is good advice. Best advice I accidentally found on my search. We're gonna skip that one. And that was the last one right there. So, yeah. Uh-huh. Good deal. We went through an entire list of things. Recap. Released as much as possible for what we think we should be doing. So, we got 2 minutes.
About the office jobs.
About a minute and a half. Office job?
If I had an office chair.
Office chair?
If I had an office job.
Yeah, if I had an office job, I would not be able to focus at all because I would be too busy spinning.
Like, I just do this naturally.
Like, exactly. That's what you call ADHD. I saw this one. There's like an experiment for like social people, and there's a guy that was tested positive with ADHD. They like sat him down to watch like a math tutorial video, and he was just spinning and spinning and spinning and doing everything with his hands and touching everything and spinning and spinning.
On a TV, I would find like.
And then they turned on Lord of the Rings, and he sat perfectly still. He like itched his nose a couple times, but he was just like zoned in. I don't even know the context of it.
Maybe it's just math.
It's just math. Math just sucks.
Boring.
Everybody knows that.
Math teachers, I think, have got them stupid. I mean,
no, math teachers aren't stupid.
Well, no, because you see, like, I literally told them directly to their face, and they were listening. Hey, these two people are making me feel very uncomfortable. They keep trying to interact with me, even though they've done that so many times, and I have not responded once.
Oh, yeah, I know those people.
Like the or whatever,
Yup. I know those people.
Yeah.
Well, they're just making fun of you because you're funny to make fun of. Sorry.
And also maybe because they probably know I.
Sorry, but it's true. You're just funny to make fun of.